Aries, how you doing? This is going to be your April check-in read. As always, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Bits and pieces might resonate, so just use your own discernment to see what fits the narrative and what doesn't. I don't recommend you force any kind of storyline. If it's not for you, check your other placements. This is good for all placements, so whenever it hits you, it hits you. Timeless tarot. So let's dive in, shall we? Five of Cups. Look at the blessings here. Page of Pentacles, which is interesting here. You know, the Page of Pentacles is kind of like it's a new start, but leaving the old behind with the Five of Cups. Because you have some options with the Seven of Cups. It's unclear which one actually you want, but you got to try them all. It's good to have options. And there you go, again with the moon. There's Pisces here. But overarching, we are dealing with your overall happiness with the what? The Ten of Pentacles. So let's discuss overall stability, foundational support, family, if that even is to you. It doesn't always mean kids. It could just mean you and a dog and three llamas, what have you. You decide. But there is foundation to build on those things. So it's more money. It's knowing how to spend money, how to save money, how to put money away, how to invest, all that good stuff, just so you could actually have a little bit more of that monetary abundance. But also it's health as well. You want to have some sort of like vitality, just making sure that you're good to go on a whim, on a moment's notice to go do something that you want to do physically and mentally, but pentacles are about tangible things. So that's something we have to look out for. And the Five of Cups means, you're focused on the loss instead of looking at your blessings behind you. And that's what's right here. I mean, if you look at the Two Cups here, the Two of Cups behind this person, possibly you, is basically saying it's time for you to, well, focus on what you do have. And the Two of Cups could be you and something that you love to do, or it could be you with somebody that you have, a significant other, a partner, a friend, family, dog. Again, whatever emotional agreement or attachment you have to something, that's what that is here. Or it's out of your sight, but it's there. I don't know. What is that for you? You tell me. And the Page of Pentacles is a new idea, a new project, a new job. It could be a potential interview. It could be taking you somewhere away from those Three of Cups that have lost. It could be friends or a previous work relationship, and you're going to really love, or you did love, but now it's time to set your sights higher. And I think that's what you want to do, because with the Seven of Cups here, you don't know which cup to choose. Fair. You got to try a little bit of everything, but the whole point of this is that only one of those cups work. Which cup? You tell me. Because out of those two cups behind you, you have to focus on which one you actually do want. It's Neptunian. It's supposed to be unclear. What the moon here is, it's supposed to allow you to take your time a little bit, tread lightly on that trail of whatever it is that's new. And you have some time to really focus on that. And you have some time to ponder, to think about it, investigate each cup, whatever that love of interest or that new thing that you want to dive into, whatever that means for you. So let's clarify. Let's see here. With the Five of Cups, you have the Sun. What does this mean here? Well, with the Five of Cups and the Sun together, yeah, I mean, it's one of those happy, sad moments. It's one of those, like they're sad to see you go, you're sad to see them left behind, but it means you're aiming for something better. That pathway is lit. You know you need to go somewhere else. You could be potentially unhappy with your current employer, current job, current degree field, whatever it is. And it's not really working for you. It might be paying the bills, but it's not exactly what you love to do. The Sun here is saying, yeah, it's time for you to kind of like turn around and go another direction. It's a yes card, but here it's lighting another path that you probably knew that you wanted to take in order for you to obtain your Ten of Pentacles here. With the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, boom. Again, something that's going to fuel your creativity here. The Ace of Cups is an opportunity from the universe for you to actually find something pentacle wise, that fuels your soul, your happiness. It just fills your cup. You are emotionally satisfied. You have the opportunity to find emotionally satisfying work that you are allowed to be creative with, that you're allowed to fall in love with. It's something that you want to do. And that's what the Ace of Cups is saying. Like, here, it is here. Here's your opportunity. Which one are you going to take? If you even want to take one. And with the Seven of Cups, here you go. The Seven of Wands. Why the Seven of Wands? But the Seven of Cups, it's time for you to build. It's time for you to build. I think you are fending off suitors in a sense of like the possibilities that may seem really genuine or may seem really good for you, but you're not exactly convinced. And I like this with the Seven of Cups because that means that, yes, while you have all these choices, while you have options, like you can go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, where do I go? Which path do I take? Which trail do I take? This seven of Wands here is that you're going to take action on deciding which one works best. I like this for you because it's a decisive energy that's not so quick. Be careful, however, because the Seven of Wands could be you're being defensive about a potential option here with this, and it might not be the best one. We're going to double clarify on that. And with the moon, what did I just say? The Five of Wands with the moon. There's competition. There's stiff competition. There's playful competition. A competition you could be interviewing. It could be you could be vying for a spot or a new project, a new home, or whatnot, and it could be competition against you. It's not personal, but you don't see that as competition. But you're gonna love this. With good old Empress here, you have the option to kind of dive in and figure out what it is that you want. You're going to have to go in and investigate with the Seven of Cups and say, this is how I can get a leg up here. This is how I can get a leg up on this job. This is how I can get, let me go talk to recruiters. Let me talk to that hiring manager. Let me figure out what the company's about. The position might be really good for you. And then you look online and you look at their research and you're like, well, that's kind of questionable. I don't know if I want to be a part of that. That's what that is with the five and the Empress, with the Five of Wands. You're in the Seven of Wands here. I don't think you're vying for the BS. I think with the Five of Cups, you are leaving that behind. And it may not necessarily be a team that you're leaving behind, but it could be what you thought you loved. And now you're going into something completely different. And in the Empress here, that's Venus, Taurus. She's saying you have to embody what it is that you want. You have to know what you want, but not necessarily just know. You have to know that it's yours. With that wave of that scepter, she's like, yep, that's mine. I want that. I'm going to work hard for that. And that's what you're going to have to decide. How much are you willing to invest in this new option, this new pinnacle, to actually move forward? Let's get some clarifiers. I want to get a double clarifier here. Let's see. Let's get a double clarifier here with, let's see, what is some crossing stuff with the moon and the Five of Wands? Why? King of Pentacles. You're going to have to find out with that energy. You could have some, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart. But the whole thing about the King of Pentacles with the moon and the Five of Wands is strategy. How? It's not what, it's how. Very resourceful king. However, the King of Pentacles is tried and true. What do I mean by that? Is that if you are embodying the fact that you have enough money in that savings account or that money market account, you automatically know by looking at the percentage yield, if you put in so much money, how much you're going to get in the end, right? Right. That means that you can leave that alone. It's tried and true. If he has done things a certain way to get a guaranteed outcome, that's what that is. I think it's crossing you here because it's something new. You may have known how to get to that job, or you might have done something completely different. Now you're branching into something new and now you're kind of holding back a little bit. This is not the time to hold your punches. And I don't mean that physically, I mean that mentally. This is not the time for you to actually sit around and say, I kind of doubt. No, no, no. No, no, no. Please do not doubt yourself or what your motives are. Investigate each one, investigate each opportunity, and make sure that you have the steadfast of the King of Pentacles and being resourceful, but you're open to something brand new and keep it to yourself. This was underneath this deck, which is the High Priestess. The High Priestess knows, but she doesn't speak on it. Keep it close to your vest. Whatever it is that you're working on, investigate it yourself. Investigate that job opportunity. Investigate the why you want to do something. Write it down. What is it you're looking for? Talk to a recruiter how to navigate or how to get to that point in a job or any kind of life expansion aspect. I think that you have the ability to do so. And I think that you should really, 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 focus on that. So let's get some closing messages, dear Aries, with the Muerte deck. I love this deck. Kind of like a closing advice. And if I need to pull some more, we'll pull some more. With the Five of Cups and the Sun, the King of Cups. That is Scorpio's minor arcana here. So, emotional stability. What does that mean? You know you have to walk away from something that you used to love. Doesn't mean you're not going to find a new love of, work or job opportunities or just meaning or spiritual meaning in life. Whatever it is that you're walking away from and you want to go to something different. With the Sun here, the King of Cups is saying you can be sad as long as you keep working on the new. The King of Cups is very emotionally intelligent. He recognizes when he's sad. I could be talking to any gender, non-binary. I'm talking about the energies of these, these tarot cards. But with the King of Cups in the suit, that's somebody who understands why they're feeling that they're feeling and working through it. That is your potential opportunity or block. It's up to you. If you're going to let it consume you, this all might just be very slow. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's just going to be miserable as you do it. Or you can work through it and say, I know now how I feel. I don't want to feel this way later on. You're going to find something new. With the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, the Five of Swords. So far you have two fives. With the Five of Wands. The Five of Swords here, get out of your head, please. Do not listen to naysayers. Do not listen to people who have negative things to say about what it is that makes you feel good, what your passions are, what your creativity is, what your art is, what your music is, what your writing style is, what your songwriting style is, all that good stuff. What makes you tick creatively to feel your soul? The Five of Swords is saying people are going to have conflicting messages for you. Do not let that deter you from getting to where you want to go. There's going to be a lot of naysayers in this world. You can entertain them, but don't take it to heart. I think, Aries, you have the ability to kind of shut that down and say, well, it's not really about you. It's what I want to do. The Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands. You have it with the, boom, Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords is moving away from the Five of Swords. I love this progression. And I just kind of called it. With the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords is you mentally going into it or into something new with peace. And that's with the Seven of Wands. You're telling people to F off. I don't really ask for your opinion. I don't need you to do this. You're not paying a bill. You're not part of my life. You're part of it, but you're not really in that factor. And that's what this is. The Six of Swords is saying, I am going to move away from this negative energy. It's not really working. And I'm going to focus on these options that I have with a clear, sound mind. The Moon and the Five of Wands. Three of Wands. What does this mean? Well, the ships come in when they want to and when they're ready. The Moon is saying that you're not really knowing when that's going to happen. Keep on going. That's the whole point of this message. Keep going. And look, you're underneath the deck. The Emperor here. Why? Be that leader. The Three of Wands is saying, yes, when you least expect it, as you are progressing and working forward and pushing forward to the things that you want, this new thing, it is quite literally on brand with your season, with your Aries season, with spring, all that stuff is the start of something new, the astrological new year. All of this just screams letting go of the past, moving forward into something more creative, something that's going to fuel your creativity, your passions, your heart, your soul, and you're going to find stability doing it. And that's what we want. That's what we want for you. That's what I want for you. That's what everybody should want for everybody. Go find that. All right. And I didn't say this, but happy birthday or happy belated birthday. I hope it's been a great one. I hope it'll be a great one for you. So, Aries, that's what I have for you. This. I love this message for you. I hope it resonates. But as always, be awesome, be safe, and I will talk to y'all later for your mid month reading.